Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I wanted to get out all my makeup today that I have that is affordable. I usually like high-end products, I'm not going to lie to you. But lately, I have just not been wanting to spend a lot of money on makeup, so I haven't been buying anything new except for like a couple drugstore things. So some of these I've had, and then some of these are kind of newer things. But I just wanted to show you that you can use affordable makeup and put a look together. Even though it might not be your favorite products, like that might not be as good as high-end products, you still can look good with them. So if you want to see me put all my affordable makeup together and to make this look, then just go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I started off, I went ahead and did my brows off camera because they're kind of boring. So I did the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and this is in the shade Dark Brunette. I like this pencil. It's a little bit dark for me, but I did just dye my hair, so it matched okay. But I like my brows just a little bit lighter than this, so I did feel like they were too dark. But anyway, I go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. This is the Believe Beauty foundation, and this is in the shade Neutral Tan. And I'm going to just pump a couple pumps out. And then we're just going to go ahead and do our foundation. And I'm using the Real Techniques sponge to do this. I do a light application of foundation. My skin is pretty good, and so I don't need a lot of foundation right now. And I bought this foundation because there's a YouTuber, her name is like Ali Glines, I think. And she keeps raving about this Believe Beauty foundation. And so I was like, I'll just try it. It's $5. What do I have to lose? And so I've gotten it and I've used it a couple times. I'm not a huge fan. Like, it's okay. But for $5, it's good. It gets a little bit oily on me. I'm going to set it pretty good today because it does get oily. For me, anyway. But I'm an oily skin girl. Sometimes. It's weird. Because, like, the rest of my body is, like, super dry right now. But my face, like, will get oily throughout the day. Especially if I have on foundation. Okay, now I'm going in with my concealer. I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is in the shade M150. And it's got like the big doe foot applicator on it. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of that under my eye. And I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow base. That's why I didn't put foundation on my lids or anything. I don't use a ton of concealer anymore, because my under eye gets a little crepey sometimes. So I don't use a whole bunch of it anymore. The applicator on that really is a dupe for Shape Tape. But the concealer is really not. Like, it dries me out under my eyes a little bit. My favorite concealer is the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. That's the one, like, I've got all these concealers in my drawer, and if I have to pick one, that's the one I always pick. This one's not bad. Like, you can see it blends out okay. I'm kind of picky about concealer, and my Urban Decay one just works the best. Okay, now I'm going in with the COTY AIRSPUN powder and just packing that a little bit underneath the eye. I don't use a whole lot of powder under my eyes because my under eyes get kind of dry. Because I'm an old lady. And I like to go ahead and set my lid too, so then I can have a base for my eyeshadows. This is a nice powder. But it smells like my grandma's house. It's a weird smell. And then I'm going to set my whole face. I'm going to use a big brush for this, and then I'm just going to dust some of the powder off. Okay, now I'm going in with the ColourPop I Think I Love You palette. This is this palette right here. And I'm going to start with this shade right here and put that in my crease. Now I'm going to go in with a deeper brown shade and just pack that on the outer part of the eye. I'm just going to go back over that just a little bit with that lighter brown and kind of mesh it together. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the little gold shade. Put that right in the inner corner. Alright, I'm going to put a little eyeliner. This is a ColourPop one. Then I'm going to take this lighter shade in the palette and just put a little bit under my brow bone. Just for a little highlight. Then you can pop a little in your inner corner too if you want. Then I'm going to go underneath my eye with that same dark brown shade that I put in the on the top in the outer part, and that's this shade right here. Then I'm going to take that first brown shade that we used and just run that underneath. Then I'm going to use that same brown eyeliner in my waterline. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. I'm just going to put a couple coats on. Okay, now I'm going to bronze up the face with the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer. And this is in the shade Medium. I think that's a pretty bronzer. It's a tiny bit shimmery, but it's going to be okay. I just don't have a lot of bronzers from the drugstore. And I don't like butter bronzer. I know I may have used it on this channel before, but it breaks me out. So I can't use that. Probably one of my favorite steps. It just brings life to the face. I don't contour my face with bronzer, but I definitely sculpt it out with bronzer. I'm going over it really lightly, but kind of wispy. And I like for my cheeks to kind of come down. And then if you want to put a little under your chin, you can. I'm so scared to hold my arm up because it's like fat. So I'm scared to hold it up there. I don't want you to see my flappy skin. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the Milani Blush. This is Luminoso. This is like a fan favorite. It's just a peachy pink blush. It's got a little shimmer to it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Lumi highlighter, and this is in the rose shade. I think this is like probably one of my favorite drugstore highlights. I don't use a lot of highlighter. Okay, and for lips, I had to dig this out. This is a L'Oreal Color Rich in All Natural. Yeah, I had to go find this. Because I'm a MAC girl. Now I'm going in with a NYX lipstick. This is in the shade 522. Okay, so I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to do. I'm going to leave it right here. Alright guys, so this is my final look. I hope you like it. Don't forget to leave me a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.